this came to mind, talking on and off with Kenny, who now a resident of Colorado, came back to visit you and play music for you. And good to see you in person. And I was thinking back to your days on the Roy Clark Show. In fact, we were talking about this. You still get residual checks for your appearances on Hee Haw. And they started off $700, $800, and now they're down to a nickel. Yeah, okay. And there was I became a Christmas tradition on that show, of all people, Grandpa Jones. And there are a few songs that we're doing tonight that I really think we want to send you the message, and hope you'll send that message forward, about the importance of humanity and spirituality. And this recitation that was made famous by Grandpa Jones is one of them, boys, called The Christmas Guest. Story from long ago. It happened one day near December's end. Two neighbors called on an old-time friend, and they found his shop, so meager and mean, made gay with 1,000 boughs of green. And Conrad was sitting with face ashine, and he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine and said, "Old friends, at dawn today, while the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared to me in a dream, and he said, 'I'm coming your guest to be.' So I've been busy with feet astir, strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his steps as he nears my door, and I will open the door and look on his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. Long since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew, with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. So he listened only with joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start and look for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision that he'd had hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shaggy beggar whose shoes were worn and all of his clothes were ragged and torn. But Conrad was touched, and he went to the door and said, "Your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop and some clothes that will keep you warmer too." So with grateful heart the man went away, but Conrad noticed the time of day, and he wondered what made the Lord so late, and how much longer would he have to wait. So when he heard a knock, he ran to the door, but it was only a stranger as once before. A bent old lady with a shawl of black and a bundle of kindling on her back. She asked for only a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest a while on Christmas Day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, his heart was filled with dismay, for he saw the hours of Christmas were slipping away, and the Lord hadn't come as he said he would. Conrad felt sure he'd misunderstood. But then out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me, where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door, but stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away and lost from her family on Christmas Day. Well, again, Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make the little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted all of her childish fears, and then led her back to her home once more. But then, as he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had all passed away. So he went to his room, he knelt down to pray and said, "Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? I wanted so much your face to see. When soft in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lowly door. I was the beggar with the bruised cold feet. I was the woman you gave something to eat. And I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, 3 times I came in, and each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts, love is the best. I was proud to be your Christmas guest."